Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, very excited to have Khushbu with me. 25 points towards her permanent residency. Very first attempt, she cleared her NATI CCL exam in Hindi and now she has got 8 each in PT in her second attempt. Very well done, Khushbu. One thing which really inspires me and makes me happy about you is that you are still on your student visa. You are still waiting for your TR and you have got your NATI done, you have got your PT done as well. This is very rare. This is very rare. Students, when they are about to be done or when their TR is about to expire, they think about PT and RT. But you have already done it. Why you had this thing in mind? Before I even go on my TR, before I even finish my studies, I have to get my PT and RT done.
So I think when you finish your PT and NATI during student visa, so you won't have like much burden during your TR, and you can work full time. Even you can find job easily. So if you like, you will feel very burden. Like, will I get in PT? And you can't focus on a job and PT at the same time. So I think that's why it's better to get PT and NATI clear in student visa.
That's right. That's right. Because once the situation nowadays is a bit tough, right? You need to have a field job or professional job in order to get experience points as well. And if you do not complete your PT and RT on your student visa, you'll have a lot of things on your mind, right? You'll have that I have to do PT, I have to do my NATI, I have to get a job, and it becomes very difficult at that time. So very important. One thing which we all can learn from her journey is that try to get your PT and NATI done as soon as possible, because these are two things which you can do anytime, and you can get these done and get 25 points at least. And 25 points are going to matter a lot. They're going to make a big impact. Reading, what do you think is important for reading? Because I remember you were a bit, bit not that confident, I'll say, when it comes to reading. What do you think is important for reading?
I think for reading, it's not like you remember the answer and then you give that answer in your actual exam. I think for reading, even like in Language Academy, in your classes, you have started new reading classes, which are very impactful. Like, you can learn the basic things, where I have to put this blank, why I have to put this answer. So I think that's why I improved that one. So I think we should.
So basically, it's not about memorizing the blanks. Right?
Yes,
You shouldn't
yes.
be memorizing the blanks. Very important point. Because when you sit in the class, you have all the new passages, and over there, you know this thing that yes, if I get something new in the exam, I have to solve each and everything. And when you solve new blanks in the practice session, you understand the logic, you improve your reasoning, and you improve your grammatical sense. And that is one thing which is very important when it comes to reading blanks and reading reorders as well. Speaking was your strength from the beginning, but you were a bit doubtful when it comes to read aloud, right? I remember.
Right.
I have done. I've checked the number of your mock tests. What is important for speaking?
Read aloud mainly because it gives you marks in reading, and like I had issue in word clarity. Even after giving first attempt, I got 7 each, and then Priyanka ma'am, she checked my result and she made me actually new strategy for detailed lecture, and it really worked. And then I came to you, and you explained me where I should take the pause. Like, I was like, I should take pause in full stop or in a comma, but you explained me like I can take pause in clauses. So
Yes.
yeah, and my even I was speaking little bit fast, and you explained me it's not about speaking fast in fluency. So I think you explained me everything. What is the read aloud about? So I think that's how it worked.
So it's one thing which I would like to share with all of you as well. Normally, students confuse fluency with speaking fast, and that is one thing you were doing as well.
Yeah.
So in order to get, even you need to get, even if you're aiming for 19 fluency, you don't really need to speak fast. Fluency is more about taking natural pauses, going in a flow, going in a smooth manner. If I speak too fast, I won't really get 19 fluency. Fluency is more about taking proper pauses and then speaking in a flow. And that is one thing you were doing in read aloud. You were pushing yourself, you were completely out of breath, still you were speaking, I remember. So you need to make sure you keep yourself very comfortable and easy. Take proper pause whenever there's a comma, there's a connector, there's a full stop, or even when there is end of a phrase or clause. You can take a slight pause, keep yourself very comfortable, and then go ahead, because if you're speaking and you're out of breath, you won't be able to speak clearly. Right? So it's very important you keep yourself easy, calm, and comfortable, and then go for your speaking section. Khushbu, a number of mock tests, I remember. A lot of mock tests. Why are mock tests important?
Actually, I have given around 70 mock tests.
70 mock tests, guys.
70 mock tests if you consider single module or full mock test all. And I think mock test is very important. Like when you give mock test, you got your marks, right? So you can analyze yourself where you are lacking, how you should improve. You can check by your tutor. They make you new strategy. They can tell you where you should improve. So I think this is how it works. So mock tests are very important.
So basically, mock test will give you a clear idea of where you
Yes,
stand,
yes.
what mistakes you make. Because when you practice a single task by itself, that is a different story. But when you practice the whole thing, you go through the process, you completely exhausted, tired by the time you finish mock test,
Right, right.
and your concentration power, concentration level goes down, and that is where you get the real picture of how you'll perform in the exam. Very important. 70 mock tests, that takes a lot of effort, lot of hard work, lot of perseverance and persistence, and that is what has paid off as well. It's not like you just woke up, went for the exam, got the score. You have put in a lot of hard work. Even if you have done it in the second attempt, it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy journey because it required a lot of hard work, lot of effort, and lot of time. She has invested in time, effort, but yes, she has got the reward. Now you don't really need to worry about PT and RT. You're done with it. You're still on your student visa, 2 more years on your TR, and you can sort everything out. Very well done. All the very best for your future. That's it from this video, guys. Make sure you utilize your time properly. Take an action right now. Do not delay it. You need to make sure that you secure 25 points at the earliest, and then focus on other things which are going to give you more points towards your permanent residency. Varun from Language Academy. Guys, make sure you keep on practicing. If she has done it, I've done it, you can do it as well. Just make sure you follow the right strategies and have the right direction. Thank you, guys.